The light controller has two channels for two individual rooms. Channel A and Channel B. Use the drilling template supplied with the controller when mounting the controller to your wall. Connect the provided temperature sensor to the input described as temp in A, and if you have purchased a second temperature sensor separately, connect it to the input described as temp in B. Connect your dimmable ballast or LED lamp to exit A and exit B. Depending on the device you can connect up to 50 lights per channel. If you didn't purchase a lamp cable, you can connect them according to this schematic. For the RJ45 connector, on pin 5 connect the ground GND, on pin 4 the signal 0 to 10 volts or PWM, and on pin 3, the plus 10 volts power supply, if provided from the lamp. If the dimmable ballasts or LED light provide more than 10 volts power to the controller, it starts working immediately. If not, connect the power supply to the PWR socket. How does the GSE Light controller work? On the main screen you can see Channel A, the measured temperature from the sensor A, and the current amount of light in percentage. You can see the same on the second row for the Channel B. If you push the up button, you can see date and time, and down button, the current day counter. Press enter button, to go to the submenu config channel. Press enter and choose to which channel you would like to change the settings. For example, Channel A. Push enter to confirm. Here you can choose the time. Push enter to select. Change the value with the arrows. And push save exit button, to confirm and return to the previous menu. Change all the settings in this way. For example, we set on time of your cycle to 8 o'clock. And off time to 20 o'clock. Your lamps will start at 8 o'clock. And stop at 20 o'clock. Dim from temperature, is the lowest temperature value to start the dimming. For example, we set this to 25 degrees Celsius. Dim to temperature, is the greatest temperature value with the lowest dimming. For example, we set this to 29 degrees Celsius. Just below, you can set the dimming in percentage, according to the set temperature, which you applied before. Start dimming from 100%, which corresponds to the lower set temperature above. For example, we set dim from 70% to 10%. With the rising temperature in the room, the light dims to the minimum dimming value. The minimum dimming value should be your lowest settings of the lamps, where they can still keep running with this set value. During the setting of this value the exit will provide the value. The shutdown value cannot be lower than the maximum dim value plus 1 degree Celsius. For example, we set this to 31 degrees Celsius. As soon as the temperature exceeds this value, the lamps will switch off. The restart value cannot be greater than -1 degree Celsius of the shutdown value. For example, we set this to 24 degrees Celsius. The lamps will remain off until the temperature drops to this value, and they switch on again. The cool down time is made for high-pressure sodium, ceramic, or metal halide bulbs. This value starts the countdown when they switch off, and doesn't allow them to switch on before the time has elapsed. For LED lamps, put this value to 0. The time for the sunrise, for example 5 minutes, will start with the on time, and dim the light from the minimum dimming value to the maximum dimming value during this set time. The sunset, for example 3 minutes, will start according to the set time, before the off-ending time, and reduce the value from the maximum to the minimum value you have set. On the day counter, you can choose your actual growing date. It counts every 24 hours, at midnight, plus 1 day. Return to the sub-menu with the Save Exit button, and choose General Settings. Set the day and time. Enter Set a language, and choose your language. Set your display backlight to on, off, or automatic. Automatic mode will switch off the backlight, and return to the main menu after 1 minute of inactivity. As soon as you push a button, it lights up again. Set output type for both channels. Here you can choose between 0 to 10 volts, or PWM signal, depending on the devices you have connected. Set temperature offset. With this function you can offset, or calibrate your temperature sensors, to the actual value. One step corresponds to 0.1 degrees Celsius. Reset factory settings. This function will reset all your values to the default factory values. Software version. Here you can see your actual software version of the controller.